Chapter 26: The Game of Territories. Morning in Greyfard arrived cold and quiet. Mist drifted slowly across the training field behind Seraphine's residence. Dew clung to the grass, reflecting faint sunlight as the sky gradually brightened. Alex stood in the center of the field. His breathing was steady, but his muscles were already tense. The training had started before sunrise, and Nyra had not shown the slightest intention of slowing down. Again, Nyra's voice was calm. Alex barely had time to react before a wooden blade cut through the air toward him. Clack! He blocked the strike with his forearm and stepped back. Nyra didn't stop. Her second attack came immediately, faster than the first. Alex twisted his body and narrowly avoided the strike that would have hit his ribs. Too slow, Nyra said. Alex tightened his stance. Before he could respond, Seraphine's voice cut through the air. Your breathing is unstable. Alex exhaled slowly and adjusted his posture. The Magicules inside his veins stirred faintly. Since Georgia Cliff, the energy within him had changed. It was denser, sharper, yet strangely more obedient. Seraphine watched him carefully. You're forcing the flow again, she said. Magicules respond to balance, not pressure. Nyra snorted lightly. Balance won't save him when someone tries to cut his throat. Seraphine's gaze shifted toward her. And brutality won't teach him control. Nyra shrugged. Control won't matter if he dies. Alex stood between them, silent. The tension between the two women felt heavier than the morning air. Inside his mind, Lunareth observed quietly. Her voice echoed through his consciousness. Interesting. Alex didn't react outwardly. Lunareth continued. One sharpens the blade. The other tempers it. A pause followed. Few warriors are forged by two masters. Alex moved again. Nyra attacked without warning. Crack! Alex blocked the strike, but the force pushed him backward across the grass. Nyra's eyes gleamed slightly. Better. Seraphine folded her arms. He is learning. Nyra tilted her head. He is surviving. Minutes later, the training finally paused. Alex sat on the ground, breathing slowly as the morning sun climbed higher. The silence lasted only a moment before Alex spoke. What exactly is the death game? Nyra looked at him. So, you're finally curious. Alex met her gaze. You mentioned it yesterday. Nyra nodded. Then listen carefully. She crouched slightly, resting one arm on her knee. The death game is a tournament between territories. Alex remained silent. Nyra continued. Every territory is allowed to send 3 participants. She held up 3 fingers. These 3 fighters represent the entire territory. Alex frowned slightly. 3 people decide the fate of a region. Nyra smiled faintly. Yes. Seraphine stepped forward. And it is not only combat. Alex looked at her. Seraphine continued calmly. The tournament includes multiple challenges. Combat triade, survival tests, endurance challenges, and strategic contests. Nyra added, strength alone won't win it. Alex leaned forward slightly. And the reward? Nyra's expression hardened. Resources. She began counting them. Cultivation pills, rare tools, artifacts, and sometimes her voice lowered slightly. A dimensional storage pack. Alex's eyes narrowed faintly. Those items alone were extremely valuable. But Nyra wasn't finished. The real prize, she said, is control. Seraphine nodded. The death game determines mining rights. Alex waited. Seraphine explained. The first-ranked territory receives 60% control of the mining fields. Nyra continued. Second place receives 30%. Seraphine finished. And third receives 10%. Alex slowly understood. Mining fields meant Magicule crystals. Crystals meant power. Power meant survival. Nyra stood and stretched slightly. All other territories receive almost nothing. Alex's expression grew serious. So losing repeatedly means poverty, Nyra said bluntly. Seraphine's gaze shifted toward the distant hills. This system was created to prevent war. Alex looked at her. Va? Seraphine nodded. Long ago, Greyfard was not Z rank. Nyra chuckled quietly. Not even close. Alex looked between them. Seraphine continued. Greyfard once held you rank. Alex blinked. That was 6 ranks higher than its current status. At that time, Seraphine said, the entire region was under the control of the Greyfard leader. Nyra folded her arms. He was powerful enough that neighboring territories feared him. Seraphine's voice grew quieter. Then he died. Alex already knew the next words. Georgia Cliff, he said. Seraphine nodded. Yes. Nyra's eyes narrowed slightly. After his death, everything changed. She continued. Rivalte de Dodisetact. Enemies pushed their advantage. Greyfard began losing land. Seraphine sighed softly. If war had continued, the Moongrn royal families would have intervened. Nyra smirked, and no territory wanted royal interference. Alex understood. So they created the death game. Nyra nodded. Instead of war between territories, power would be decided through competition. The wind moved gently through the training field. Alex remained silent for a moment. Then Nyra spoke again. There's another rumor. Seraphine glanced toward her. Nyra shrugged. Everyone is whispering about it anyway. Alex looked at her. Nyra spoke slowly. If someone representing Greyfard wins the death game, the faction backing that fighter may gain control of Greyfard itself. Alex's eyes sharpened. Seraphine remained quiet. Nyra continued. 3 fighters, 3 positions, 3 powerful decision-makers preparing their candidates. Alex understood the implication. Greyfard was not simply a struggling territory. It had become a prize. The death game could determine who ruled it. Alex exhaled slowly. The world suddenly felt much larger and far more dangerous. Night fell hours later. The training field had grown quiet. Alex sat alone near the edge of the hill overlooking Greyfard. The town lights flickered softly below. Inside his mind, Lunareth stirred. Alex spoke quietly. The Greyfard leader died in Georgia Cliff. Yes, Lunareth replied. Alex hesitated. Do you know what happened? For several seconds, Lunareth did not answer. Then her voice returned. I was present. Alex's eyes narrowed. You were there? Yes. Silence followed. Then Lunareth spoke again. My actions played a part in his death. Alex's heart skipped once. What do you mean? Lunareth did not answer immediately. Finally, she said, that story is not simple. The wind moved gently across the hill. Greyfard slept below, but Alex knew something had changed. The death game was approaching, and the spirit inside him was connected to the greatest mystery in Greyfard's history. But the truth behind the Greyfard leader's death, and Lunareth's role in it, has only begun to surface. What really happened at Georgia Cliff? And what secrets are hidden behind the death game? The answers are waiting inside this series, and you can discover the entire story only here on the Echoes of Nova channel.